Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you, as always, this time for tuning in to my 2,914th edition of these educational videos. And the education is the art of technical analysis. And as you know, I am the reigning king, so I'm the man you want to learn this from. The Omni is just fantastic, isn't it? As much as we have an Omni, we also have risk, and we never trade without stops, right? We put our protective stops in first, and we never trade without them. And that brings me to one of our rules. You know, I've mentioned, and I do a lot of these videos, I have a book of trading rules that I've developed personally myself over the years, tried and tested. And one of those rules is I will never cancel my stops just because the market's getting close to hitting them. Right at the top of the page, kids, we don't do that when we trade the Omni. We place stops, and if that stop gets hit, that is why we placed it. We did not place a stop to then bite our nails, crap in our pants, and go, oh no, I need to move the stop and buy more. That is not what a stop is designed for when it comes to an Omni trade. The stop is your best friend. When you are in a panic and you're biting your nails and the market's coming down, the stop knocks you out and you live to fight another day. Put your best friend in first, put your stop in first, and you will live a lot longer in this industry. All right, now let's take a look at what's on the board. Well, guess what this week is? It's a 3-day holiday weekend, a big one. It's Memorial Day. So it is Memorial Day, right? Memorial Day. That means the market will be closed on Monday. It's a 3-day weekend. And what do we get for 3-day weekends? Holiday reversals. And holiday reversals are non-existent, kids. I don't know where they are this week, but I don't see them in the U.S. indices. S&P, NASDAQ, Russell. I thought Monday night I could get out in front of this video camera and say, holiday reversals are abound. I cannot find the technical reason to say that to you. I don't think we're going to get them. In fact, I think you have to just buy dips in the U.S. indices. S&P, NASDAQ, you buy the dips this week, and I think bonds are going to follow in suit. We'll see what happens. Holiday reversals in U.S. indices. We get them in other markets. I get that, but I'm talking even the S&P, NASDAQ, Russ. I don't see them right now. Now, could they happen? Yeah, because it's a holiday week and it's a phenomenon, right? So you could get the reversals, but I have to say I don't see it. Now, personally, Omni has given me a neutral arrow for E-mini S&P on Tuesday, and guess what that means? I get to do whatever the hell I want, and I'm buying dips, kids. If you're with me, so are you. So, Omni is neutral for E-mini S&P, allowing me to do whatever I want. I've got setups, kids. I don't see reversals. Maybe they'll materialize. I don't see them. I'll show you the charts. Number 2, crude oil is still behaving, which we needed to help the markets recover. Now we need T-bonds to cooperate, and I think we reached the spot where cooperation is coming in, and the Fed looks like they're buying. Technically a good spot. We'll see what happens. Number 3, guess what's still in, kids? The bottom is still in. No matter what the lunatics had to say out there, nothing as powerful as Omni technical analysis. Viva la Omni, baby. When did the Omni call for the bottom? On Liberation Day lows. How about that? That's where we had the target before the market ever even cracked. And said if you get in that zone, you don't want to get out. You want to hold on down there or buy. And we have gone up since that day, practically. Viva la Omni. I get to say that, you know. All right, so I've got some great charts I want to show you. It will depict everything on this board. Why I don't see reversals, why crude looks like it's very nice and bonds may begin to cooperate, and of course, why the bottom looks like it's still in our U.S. stock markets. S&P, NASDAQ, Russ, you name it. If it's a stock market indice, looks like the bottoms are in. We're saved for now. Now, of course, you know, things can come out of left field and you never know. Like some alien beam can come down tomorrow and suck our president out of bed at 3 in the morning, and that could change things, right? But until something like that happens, I don't see the market reversing or going down this week. Traders, I want to show you some great charts. Quick reminder, I've got 1 day left to accept Omni Camp applications, and then I close out this Omni Camp. Omni Camp OmniBootCamp.com, by the way. That's how you get to me. OmniBootCamp.com. If you go there, fill out an application. May 29th through June 2nd. It's happening in 3 weeks. You've got to hurry. If you want to show up here, go to OmniBootCamp.com right now. It's under 3 weeks, in fact. So make sure you fill out those applications immediately, because literally by Monday, I can no longer even bother reading them. It's too late. We're too close to the date. I've got a lot of preparation to do before you cats get out here. So fill out those Omni Camp forms. I do have 2 open seats I would approve. If I find someone I would invite out here. Omni Camp happens in my home office where my wife and family live. It's as real as it gets. But not all of you get invited out here. So if you fill out the applications, we'll speak and we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. Remember, that's May 29th through June 2nd, and it's around the corner, kids. Fill out those applications. All right, so now I want you to like and share these videos. Please do that. If you're having trouble trading, please join my platinum recommendations. Real-time recs go out to you 24 hours a day, and I am at the helm all the time watching them for you, so you can sleep, and I'll make sure I'm watching when I send out those recs. I'm there on the job. If you're having trouble trading, real-time recommendations will help you. It's called the Platinum subscription. Barring that, I'm getting out of here so I can show you some great charts. Like and share these videos, subscribe, leave your comments below. In fact, in your comments, I need a yes or no answer. A is yes, B is no. Are we going to continue going straight up this week and buy the dips in U.S. indices? Or are you of the school that we've had enough and the dead cat bounce is over and we're going back down? What school are you in? A, we're going up. B, we're going down. Answer below. Tell me your answers. I promise to get back to each and every one of you. Traders, with no further ado, let's go. Look at some charts. Traders, E-mini S&P daily bar chart ever since Omni called bottom down here and then official bottom right here. Look at what's happened, right? We have gone straight up inside this channel. We are above OTAPMA, and I have to say, looking at this chart, they keep buying the bingo spot every time it gets there. And I'm going to dress this chart up a little more. Same exact chart. It's not only just a good bingo spot because of the channel, it's a good bingo spot because it's right at the bottom of my F flag. Look at that. What a great place to go in, right at that intersection, above OTAPMA. I do not have a red Omni. I've got a neutral Omni, but that allows me to do whatever I want, and I'm doing what Wall Street keeps doing until they stop doing it, and that is getting long off that stuff. So we'll see what happens there. And then if you look at this chart, there's no reason for me to tell you a reversal's coming in NASDAQ either. Why? Well, NASDAQ seems to hit the bottom of the channel low and rally up, and it did that today on Monday, hit the low and settled right up there. Well, so far it looks like a market that likes to hold. It is above OTAPMA. I can't find the holiday reversal there. Then we take a look at the Dow Jones. I cannot find the holiday reversal there. We just got above OTAPMA. Look, it's beautiful. We're above now in the channel. Channel's holding well, top and bottom. I can't find the reversal there. All right, so maybe we don't get them this week. Transportation average, right? Now we've looked at just about everything. That's a bull flag above OTAPMA. Nice bull flag, can't deny it, right? There it is. Looks like it wants to go up to me, kids. So the indices, I cannot call for a reversal. If it shows up, quite the phenomenon. I'll tell you that right now because I don't see it. And then what would keep these markets moving? I've been telling you for the longest time, as long as crude would go down, the markets would start going back up. Crude was somewhere around 77, and I said, this is it. Now we can call it the Trump trade. You know that was just me kidding around. It was all based on technical analysis. I just gave it a cute name. The analysis said we'd hit 55 and then 47.50. We dropped all the way to 55.12, kids. I mean, come on. And now we're below this whole piece. Crude has been behaving, which helps the markets go higher. Now, crude doesn't go down every day, but the trajectory is lower, right? It's just been going lower, and that's what we need. What else do we need? We need T-bonds to start cooperating. Crude has been helping the markets go up. T-bonds, not so much. Why? When T-bond futures, what you're looking at here on the weekly chart, go down, it makes interest rates go up. Futures down makes interest rates go up. That's the way this works. Well, futures have been going down, and that's scary for interest rates, and we hit this plateau, hit the top, hit the plateau, through the top, hit the plateau, hit the top, hit the plateau. So it keeps knocking here. But at the same time, it's a weekly chart. It doesn't mean it's going to break through yet. That was Liberation Day lows. Let's go to a daily. On the daily, we may have found a spot where the Fed likes it. Look, right here. Maybe the Fed will come in now and take this thing out of this little, I don't know, some sort of apex building here. Really a descending, nasty-looking wedge, if that's what it is. But maybe they'll take us up out of here for this holiday week, and we can get U.S. indices and T-bonds to go up together. That would be a nice week, wouldn't it? I think that's what we're seeing. And then we've got this. Bitcoin crypto fans. Look at this monster. If you recall, traders, the Omni came out with recommendations that now that Bitcoin has gotten above our average that we've been following, we expect 94,200, then we expect 102,000. Both of those were hit. How about that, huh? Now, look at the monster. We gave you another target that same week of 121, and look at where we're at already. Another flaggish looking thing building here, you know. On its way up, I say eventually we do get to that target. Traders, I hope this helps. Join my live trading room. It's absolutely free at livewithoscar.com. I hope to see you there, and remember, stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders, leave your comments, A or B. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.